Welcome back, YouTubers. I haven't done anything since the finger plate, which hasn't been that long ago that I've posted that one. And I've got something new we're going to do. I'm going to go back and redo the plans and text instructions on the 8-foot Nuthatch, the very first boat I built. And in the process of doing that, I'm going to take the original hull number 1, which I've never gotten rid of, and we're going to gut it and redo the interior and lighten it up a little bit and more make it more stitch and glue like my later boats have been. This one had screw-in panels and had some things that I didn't know any better at the time, and it seemed like a good idea. But let me show you one thing that was a good idea in that boat. When I put on some System 3 LPU paint from the very beginning, this hull has been sitting outside uncovered probably the last 2 years, open to the elements and the fir trees and the moss and everything coming down on it. And I just washed one half of it, and let me reset up and point down to it and show you what happened. The extra expense for that LPU paint is worth it to me. Let me we'll come back up. As you can see, this wash side looks almost brand new, and here's the grungy, mossy coated side. It's wet from the water going on, but it was on pretty good. I had to use some turtle wax, car wax, in order to give me a nice lightweight, easy on the skin, on the finish soaping. And then there was some hard, tough spots that I had to use, go out and get the Bon-Ami and scrub those out. But I mean, it looks like it could probably go another. God, when did I paint this? I'll have to figure out. Put a crawler across the bottom. It's been a long time since I made this hull. So I'm going to go ahead and wash the other side now. And I'll take it inside, and then the next segment will be picking up inside as I start gutting it. I've got to go online to northerntool.com and order a Milwaukee multi-tool and a jigsaw. They're M12 battery powered. I'm starting out on my Milwaukee M12 system with a drill driver and the impact wrench, and I just love those things. I mean, that impact wrench just drives these big screws. I mean, this is the little 12-volt one, right in there. Okay, we'll come back when we're inside again, and maybe a few days later, and I'll probably have a different hat and shirt on. It may be raining or it may be sunny out. Who knows? It's Seattle. Well, got the Nuthatch set up in the and I forgot to bring out my other microphone. No, well, we'll do that later. I have a shotgun that should be on there, so you'll notice a change in the sound on the next episode. I'm going to start taking the interior out. Got my little Impact Milwaukee M12 ready to pull out all the screws. Some of my early design, I think. The Nuthatch and the Laura Bay both had these kind of more of elaborate interiors where there is little sticks around the edges to set the seats on before I started going more into the fillets and tape around the edges. So this one will all come out. I ordered a new Milwaukee multi-tool this morning from northerntool.com. And just a tool only because I got plenty of batteries and a charger already, so it's much cheaper that way, and a new jigsaw. So when the multi-tool comes in, we'll start going around on the take out the fillets and all the interior. I'm pretty much going to rip the interior out and start over again. So I know that fits. Start taking them out one at a time. We'll come back after I put this panel in. Well, I pretty much filled up my box of screws. Now I can take this plate off. You can see I had already finished off the bottom. Keep it from getting bad effects. And my early form of positive flotation in this seating until I came to sealed seams, and hatches was empty wine bags. 15 liters of wine were consumed for this, and I think which is this 4 years old and they're still holding air. I mean, hey, they don't find you handsome. As long as Red Green doesn't sue me for copyright infringement. So we'll come back after I do some other stuff. Well, we got the other lid off, and that's up that total to 25 liters of wine. I never realized I had a drinking problem. This is over a long period of time collecting these. I swear. I'll come back on some other stuff. I have the seat here to replace. This seat originally, this seat originally went athwartships on this, on that support that's over here, and I didn't like it because at that time nobody had sat in the rear seat, so I had moved this from crossways like that to fore and aft, which I continued that train of thought on the little tiny Pudgy, but it was just, I mean, it's what, 6 feet 9 inches, and so it had a center seat and 2 oarlocks, so you could move around. So let me go ahead and pull this thing out and some of the other crap that's in here. We've got well, you're here watching me. I've got all the panels that I can get out now out until I can get my multi-tool delivered, and then I can start chopping away. I'm just debating whether or not on some of these pieces of wood on the side, whether I want to keep them in or I may leave them in. I think it'll cause more of a pain to fix them up on the outside, except those these ones on the side here I've got to remove. Can I still see me here? No, not really. Try this side. This one down in here needs to be, I got to come out because it's going to be in the way. The new Nuthatch 2 is going to have more of a, it'll have like the pyramid seat in the middle, like the Pudgy, and somewhat, a taller version like on the Flycaster and the Hudson Springs Pram. So it'll probably be about 12 inches wide, maybe, I don't know if I'll go any wider than that, maybe 14 for comfort. People need a little more comfort than others. And then normally the edge of the seat for the oarlocks on the aft ones here, I got to get this wide angle adapter. When you're using these aft oarlocks, you're going to be setting with the V of your legs, your crotch, over about the end of the seat here. But when you've got a passenger, you're going to move about a foot forward from here to here, and so that 12 to 14 inches is going to extend forward too. So I may have to extend this center seat out to here. I want to reclaim foot area that I lost when I had that other center section back in here, and I'll be able to do that. I'm pretty sure I've learned a lot on strengths on the rails by going to that separated system with a spaced rail where you have the outer rail and the inner rail, and then you got gap spacers. So it would be probably half again, maybe another 3/4 inch wider than what this one is. But these things are so stiff, and if I feel that it's flexing too much, I'll go ahead and put some bulwarks, like in if you look at any of the photos on the Flycaster and the Hudson Springs Pram, I added these little diamond-shaped things along the side to give the whole to bottom panel a little more stiffness, and they're out of the way pretty much, so you can still move forward. The seat will have a slight taper in it So at 14 inches wide, let's go here, 7 on our center line. So we'll go from the end of the, and you still can't see what I'm doing here. Good thing this isn't a professional production. Okay, you're going to be from here to here. 14 inches is adequate enough for a seating area, and probably it will extend up probably 16 inches up to here. So that'll still give you about I could subtract, I guess, about 19 inches, 18, 19 inches of knee room up here. And so this will be a pyramid. It'll be angled on all 4 sides, and I'll bring it back down in here as an angle too. So, I will probably make it so that there will be probably a 4-inch hatch on either side, you know, to be able to get in to paint and check for moisture, but basically keep your gloves or whatever, maybe your some of the hardware for the sailing part of this. And I'm also probably going to change over. Right now I've got an Optimus Pram sail for this. And I got that from Neil Pride Sails. Good little sail, but it's, and you know, the Spirit rig. And I thought I liked Spirits, but the dang Spirit pole can just be a pain in the patootie. Getting it up and tension just right, and also to raise and lower the mast. You almost have to rig the dang thing completely and set the whole rig in the mast section here. So we got our overkill mast partner, and you have to set the whole rig in. So I'm going to change it up on the O&P pod and all the nuthatches. My big rig, my 64 square foot pram sail I got from Neil Pride Sails that I helped design with them. I've got that rigged up as a gaffer, and so I'm going to redo some of the drawings on this, and I'm going to re-rig that little Optimus pram sail into a gaff rig, because it's so slick that I'll put a couple turning blocks and some cam cleats on the top of this guy, so that they will hold the tension on those, holding the topping lift up and the front edge, the luff of the mast or of the sail up, will be enough tension to keep the rig in the boat. It's not going to come out. And if you need to drop the sail in a hurry, you just lift the lines and the whole thing comes down. Whereas on the Spirit sail, that Spirit pole just gets in the way and bang your head everywhere. It's just, I don't know, I just don't like it anymore. I'm not ready to go to a balanced lug rig. I think that's just a little too much weight. I'm a gaffer. So we'll come back on that, and we'll probably close this out on this one. This is probably long enough, and it's going to be a while before I get around to getting the multi-tool. We'll get back and chewing this out. And I've got my carport I got to work on. I've got the snap lock roofing to put on tomorrow, starting tomorrow, so it'll be about 3 or 4 days. And then the house gets a whole new roof this summer too, so I'll be a little bit sporadic. And I found a new thing to use the death grip belt hitch on, and we'll show you that when I get some time too. Basically, it will be your reefing knot. So this is Red Barn Boats out until later.